Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Good morning and welcome to this edition of Voices Online Breakfast Show, when our voices at 7 a.m. where they come to you live on Voices Online Television, on Facebook and on YouTube. This 1 hour 30-minute program, you will watch, we can take part by the program by where you send you text message to the number +232 34 255373, or you can same way so send we message now we YouTube channel comment section and we Facebook page comment section them. This 1 hour 30-minute program, they look at issue them with the happen around the country. Me na one pan presenter them. My name na Arnold Felix Elba.
And me na Fatima say good morning. Well, na the program today, the 2025 financial year budget discussion still they carry on the country. And at the program this morning, you go know what it on the happen na that particular process day. Fishermen then at the Funkia community, they call on authority them way concern for settle and challenge them outside and say troller them, they bang them, boat them, and serve the cut them fishing nets. Plus, you will get cut updates na the program this morning. This and other interesting story, they inside the program, Voices at 7 a.m. So now go Norway, continue for day with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Na the program this morning, I welcome Lamin Koroma, Regional Coordinator, Non-State Actor, NSA Eastern Region. Good morning, Lamine, and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Fatima. Good morning, listeners.
Okay, continue for the between. We say to get Cornelius Eku Randall, Communications Outreach Officer at the National Protected Area Authority, NPAA. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Fatima. Good morning, viewers.
Okay. Una continue for the between the program. We will come back to Una shortly as we go now and take with first story before we come back to the guest team.
We will start the program proper one. As we reporter Emmanuel John Conte, we put this report together from Funkia community. Outside fishermen them say some panic challenge them way in the face. Now wait troller, they cut them fishing nets, they destroy them boat, and they make some panic get accident. Outside some panic, don't they get accident and lost their life. Make we watch this report.
Funkia community gets plenty fishing tradition, wey na the backbone for their culture and economic life. Funkia Day na the coast of the country. Funkia don develop plenty skills for them fishing, wey dem don dey pass from generation to another generation. This community lively fishing practice not only important for them daily food, but it also gets a big role na them social and cultural activity them. With strong connection to the sea, the people of Funkia, they celebrate their maritime heritage through traditional fishing method, local festival them, and then get respect for the ocean where they support their life. But how fishing business stand like for them currently, waiting at the challenges where they don't they facing. And this be make I go waka na the community who say I talk to person we get fishing boats. Person when a boat captain, fisherman, and person we get about 20 years experience na the sea. Make we hear from this fisherman. We tell me about in story and the challenges them where it on the facing na sea. You now waiting at this.
Fisherman.
You not fisherman.
Yes, sir.
Presently, what you did do so now?
Now, part with the pump right now because for on fishing, say the children we plan to offer put up for campage.
Okay, when I can usually come with time for campage.
Yeah, we can do maintenance.
Maintenance,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you go tell Fambulem how long you don't do into this fishing.
I started fishing in 1994. Now I started this fishing. This fishing I started out from 1994. During to this time, the fishing don't go bad up to me for now.
So from 1994 to now, we don't do into fishing. Waiting at your experience inside fishing business.
The experience what I get from fishing business during that time that I be the fishing with this now. It's so different.
Like waiting.
Okay, one trade, you know they go far, they meet fish, they fish. But now right now we get some boats there and more group at this fishing. Now pass to go to the friend fish stay before ever you will get the fish before ever you be chill. So see the reason.
Okay, so let we look at rain season and dry season. Waiting at the difference where rain they come and how that can affect on our paddy fishing business and dry season. Waiting at the difference.
Well, that side the moon, dry season, we get small life per fishing per dry season. But the season now, we know they get a life per season per fishing because the weather then too much. With the blow, they make boats and they go now see for go fish. Because right now, because fish not the inside right now. We get some boats that are more green this fishing now. We get some trawler there will be like inside there they can't fish it. They make right time fishing, they go out. They will not fishing they can't inside for can't stay. So make right time the season we never go far for go fishing. Pass to get for born. Fiel, we go fishing, we go fishing inside. So now all the things that they right now they are moving for this fishing.
So inside this rain season now, some of the challenge than this way una they get. As exactly. You can go out say for fishing, you know. Let we move from the challenge of the fish. When are the other challenge them way una can get? You understand? Una the guna water, part of catching fish. But when they get some challenges, them waiting at them, we una the fishing.
Well, that's because we not reaching with the fishing. It's so different. But someone one of who compliment them, all the fishing capital, they get different challenges. We then get another fishing right at the season time. Because both they damage then change, swallow they damage then change. That all they don't do, they don't put that chocolate over and over. No effort, no do.
From Komra by Kamara, this fisherman tell me, but then concern them.
And then Fatima Sajalo.
Fatima Sajalo, which you did good at this one?
This one fish they sell.
Fish they sell on this one. Waiting, how fish business they like this step?
This time around, this fish business is not easy. Land alone no land pound. This fish business is not easy. But we, the toilet and the money we, the ship and the money with people them. Both say left my water, machine the problem. Change the left my water. It's not easy for we. If then there's people and they, if then there's somebody they will be saying ship go find them. It then that makes them call. How they call her? That in a tire now they should for me and say by loan now they go land. When they call channel then there's what the ship go and so it's not funny for we this fishing business. Now God reaching. Not funny for you. It's not easy at all.
But how then challenge ya, they ambog the one them we get boats presently. This boat owner talk about in your challenge where it is facing.
My name is Talamin Kama, I'm a boat owner.
Boat owner?
Yeah.
How long you don't own boats na this community?
Well, I don't depend boat master up to 20 years now. 20-something years I depend.
So tell me your experience as a boat owner.
Well, the experience I gained from fishing as boat owner, na erin kunu fishing net I make. Then I employ up to 20-something workers. But we don't fishing now 6 months. Earlier dry season, we dey fishing for 6 months. When rain season approach, we close the season. You can see we both say now. Now the boat the other one in 6 months, we close the season. Because when rain season can come, the weather can rough. We don't fishing now, we know we able to fish in season. If we reach some, live then they go. 1, 2. First time, we can be the manage with the rigs. When the weather fire will come out. But now the fish not there inside. Now the fish not there inside. We keep on up to there, almost liter petrol for go dead out then pass the inland down before you go able to go meet fish. Because the trawler then they can't inside, they fish the whole net. As though they clean and they go out. The one way they come on our money now, we know they meet fish again. Don't scatter. Pass we go out. The experience that they when me get, for me fishing you and me.
So how this don't they affect you now as a boat owner?
It don't affect you for a long time. We can give reports, but you know say the ministry at times they can say trawler there they can give more money than we. So report you know they go through. So pass now, we will get a short change here. We say draw boat there. We make a fishing net there. We see them now. We all the work right now. We can catch nobody.
So all the boats send day as we talk now. All the boats send day now. The shore right now.
Yes sir. Now they will pack soon now.
This boatman self tell me waiting and they go through right now.
I mean Amara Sise.
Amara Sise.
Yeah.
You know.
Being a citizen and of course being a captain.
Captain. Yes, tell me your experience as a captain. Nah.
So well, captain I've been at this one as well. I don't say so like I there from 2004 so up to now. So like now day since I don't do a lot. So like it's not I can say I don't do. So like I there I don't born me picking them and I there with my family. Say to the there so like we go and take me that in life because I meet me at this fishing. So let me back I come and join the same team because of lack of finance because I'll not be able to finish my education. So automatically God say I for fend myself now because I'm able to get no job for that this way I go able to achieve something for my family. So I decide for Kaya. So from Sizwe at Kaya, so we get a lot of challenges that they take place at the sea as well because nowadays. So like if I go see I get a lot of accidents that will happen. So like we experience. So we don't know a lot things that will happen at this vicinity of course. So like as a captain we go see they face a lot of damage and accidents that will happen. So like one, these are the chain them, they spend something like entire the boats 200 to 300 million rough check. So like
entire boat
that
we get a new one.
Yes, all thing.
Okay.
So they get then issues and they so like to align ship the damage for a lot. So like we can't put the complaint to the government for let them see at we because we our family now they survive as well. Okay. So if we put the talk and complaints and to the government them, so we need to see no better help. So as they work at say against with worker. Okay. So before they go help a little help.
So presently, what they do beyond issue?
So like now, we try for transfer chain from one boat to another because we both broke. So we not get other boat for land.
So this rain season, what are some of the challenges that we want to face? Way different from dry season.
Well, now this rain season, then the fishing. But like the particular rain season, in 2024, we face a lot of damage and accidents that will happen. People they die, boats they broke. And last year, you see the fishing, but this year, fishing not better. The ship is the damage, bank people in the sea, people they die. So at the end, that's why they left.
That na been Amara Sise, we end the report we Emmanuel John Conte put together as he be go work in the Funkia community. We say boatman them be raise them concerns them for sake of the way how big boat them they cut and chain and make accidents happen. We say some pan and comping boatman them they lost their life. The program we watch now Voices at 7 where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, on Facebook and on YouTube. The program they continue.
All right, well, I be telling earlier on say today we can talk to NPAA, when then get the responsibility for protect the country environment. We get area that we call protected area them where we law them na salon say people not for go into, nobody not for building, no activity not for take place they will go and bargain them. And we also they can talk to civil society, non-state actor. Now they also they represent we in the country in budget process, the budget discussion where they go on now. And this process now the one who say all the ministry, departments and agency them, they go with them, plan them where they want to do for the next year, where we call financial year. Now then they carry them document and go say, I want to do this, I want to do this, and at this money I want. We get them at the studio this morning. We can talk to them and you can wait it on the happen at the budget process for 2025 where they go on now. And also NPAA we can tell you exactly what they don't do for protect the environment. Well, we start with Lamin from non-state actor East. Eden I also this morning. Good morning and welcome again.
Yeah, good morning, Fatima. Good morning, viewers.
Okay. The 2025 budget discussion, it don't start since the 19th, right?
Yeah.
On at the end, the 30th.
Exactly.
Okay. So far, waiting on the happen at this process.
Thank you very much, Fatima. A lot of things don't happen. In the first place, the process starts on the 19th of this August. The ministry divide the entire process into 3 groups. Okay. We'll get group 1, group 2, group 3. Of course, the process itself comprises the non-state actors, the district budget oversight committee members, the media, civil society, other civil society organizations, and the MDAs, the way they can present the budget. So now the composition out of the various groups, the way within the respective groups. Then, the budget cost circular, the process starts with the issuing of the budget cost circular. Inside that budget cost circular, now the ministry they give outline on how the MDAs are supposed for develop the budget for that particular financial year. This year, slight changes there because of the policy of government, where government in priority now are within the 5 big game changers. Basically, now within that framework, all the MDs are supposed for prepare the budget. You get for formulate your policy in line with government's in agenda. If that policy not there, it means you not follow the due outline of the budget cost circular. So now one of the key areas that they will look, and most of the MDs and way they come for present the budget, they fall short of that. You understand? But
how they meet the criteria?
The criteria set out in the budget cost circular for give a policy outline for able to match up with the outline with the policy priority of government for they in line with the big five game changers. You're not able to achieve all it. Any MD is supposed to outline within a EU goal towards achieving the particular outline way in line with the priority of government.
Based on EU mandate.
Yeah, exactly. So based on EU mandate. Me group where are in a group 3. They deal with SOEs, the winner state-owned enterprises. Basically, that's what they deal with.
So how much budget they will not receive that group day?
Well, per day we supposed to deal with 2 MDs per day, and from the 19th to date, up to of course yesterday we be supposed to get 2 MDs yesterday we not able to show up.
Then.
Salpost and Commercial Bank.
So it made them say they're not sure.
Yeah, well, yesterday we sit down for some time, only for the finance officers, the way they attach to WIO team, when the director of Mr. Bangura, he get for contact. After we don't sit down for a while, he get for reach out to them, he ask them, they begin explain, say they're not able to meet up today. You know, they give excuse. They even call back Commercial Bank for me, you know, waiting if they able to come in since South Post not be able to come, then give the same excuse. So these are some of the challenges. And well, so we not to look at that particular excuse as anything tangible because
they give them, they inform them, so the process is started.
Before the process is started. And apart from that, they don't give them training in line with the budget cost circular for me they're able to develop their respective budget in line with the budget cost circular. So for make you look at all of that, for make you say you're not able to meet up this particular day, it shows the level of commitment, the non-compliance to the commitments where the agenda don't set for this particular process. And let us not forget the activity just there within a time frame from the 19th to the 30th. After which some of you will come on at the provinces. Me, if you don't set today, so I don't go sleep here. I want to go back to Kenema. So this is a tight schedule. So these are some of the challenges we get. So now what did they happen? And they get for come back. We think from Thursday and Friday, if they're not able to come, it means past no more they get for the schedule other time for them where they will come to ministry for many look at them. And that's to we in all look fair. Because we are here for that purpose, then we want to make sure we take part of the process, we know what they do, because it's not only limited to this particular, to next year activity. We want to make you know how they utilize the money last year.
Yeah.
You understand? Let me tell you how they utilize the money, waiting at the deliverables the way they set last year, if they're able for this year, where they implement now, if they're able to achieve them. Because let's not forget, say, most of the institutions are revenue generating institutions, they generate revenue for themselves. Over the years, they're not been able to account to the states, to the country. But this government don't thought are fit for say no, state-owned enterprises, now institutions the government create for deliver services to the public. So they're supposed to account to the people then. So because of that culture not be done there for give account, so that they just feel say they're not mandatory for give account to the public.
Okay.
But we want to change the scenario, also the scenario don't change. You understand? So we did be in there for more make sure that they account to the state, to the public. So the key deliverables then for the financial year, we are interested in that, and the preceding year as well. We want to know that. So now, basically, now some of them issues in there. So the one that will not come, we did be in there for where they come.
Okay, so that's now one of the challenges. We they come to them proper. So the one that we don't they come with them budget them. Now una your group.
Yeah.
Waiting at some of the things them way they inside the and how they don't they utilize the last money we then get for 2024.
If you look at the activities the way they present, just like what you rightly mentioned, in line with the agenda. Let's take, for example, EDSA. EDSA, they outline the activities and, of course, you know, say, they get specific mandates where they waiting for distribute power. So, like, for example, the deliverable they went set for 2024 are the same to 2025, right? For make sure they generate, for the give light to respective community, manage light common and then respective power housing for distributors to the people then. So that. But we also look at the money then where they utilize, how they manage the money then they're able to tell you that for this year and next year how if they able to generate money. Don't forget then our revenue generating activities. Then inside they also tell you about the areas then where MDs they own them. Where you feel say this also they go a long way for undermine the operation of EDSA. Where the money is plenty over 500 billion. You understand? So that money then they 500 million now per the new currency, by the new what's call. So we see that they all look very challenging. You understand? We ask them for me they actually make effort. The Ministry of Finance also joined them for me they able collect the areas and they let them talk to various MDs and where they own the institution for me they make sure the money they come to them. The issues are so plenty. Because just as you rightly mentioned, every MD where they can present an issue in line with the mandate where it go. Also, we get for tolerance to the priority of government in respective to your mandate, how it will able to contribute to the big five game changers and in line with your mandate. Okay, Mr. Lamin, continue for the Twitter program. Now we come over to Cornelius Ekurandol. When are the communication and outreach officer National Protected Area Authority NPAA? Tell we small bit about NPAA.
All right, thank you for having me. Make I just give a brief background about the National Protected Area Authority. The National Protected Area Authority been formed in 2012 by an Act of Parliament, and this Act and amendment in 2022 will give the authority power for protected areas across the country. We get 15 designated protected areas across this country. We get 8 when are wetlands, we get 8 when are terrestrial. Waiting at terrestrial and hillside, and which we can refer to as the forest. And the wetland, we refer to the swamp area that we get mangrove. That's not the role of the National Protected Area Authority. And the Act, the 2022 Act, don't give the authority plenty power. First time, the 2012 Act don't give power for demolish property within inside protected areas. But now the 2022 Act don't give you plenty powers. They don't give prosecutorial powers where we say the prosecuting are courts now. And they don't give power for demolish anybody with a bill, house, or do anything inside protected areas.
So let's talk about the activities so far. We don't see on social media, on a don't book, host them where they now. Green belt where government see enough for bill.
All right, that activity they go on right now at the Western Area Peninsula National Park. Like I said, we get 15 of them. Western Area Peninsula Park starts from Godrich, they go around the peninsula. And right now, the Deputy Executive Director, Mr. Dwight Z.K. Sharif, and the other operation, the way President in self go now mile 13 where they each supply water to Freetown say, no, we'll not for allow this for happen, because if we continue for allow deforestation within the area, Freetown will get for suffer for water. So President Mingo Wakade, then he may give him mandate, say he want for know all the houses them, or for do a survey for know all the houses that we don't fall within the green belt. That project we've been doing together with Water Resources, Guma Valley, and I don't remember the other agency, with Ministry of Lands. We do them, we forward them to President. It takes some time before President come back and say, no, this is too much. We go for broke all the hosts and every day within that Guma Valley area.
So now most hosts will talk about.
According to the survey, we've been doing plenty. If we really plenty, over hundreds of houses that will be done there with.
Almost not broke.
But who don't go? I can't give figures now because the operation is still ongoing. Okay. I can't give figures now.
So waiting on a relationship, in fact, if we can say, waiting on a relationship between UNA, Ministry of Lands, and the other agency, like for example, EPA, for make sure, say, because we to look at Ministry of Lands, and then they sell land, or before you build, you must get building permits. Waiting on a relationship before people begin go start construction at the side.
That's a very challenging one, because now we don't form an interagency network where we get meeting every week for determining that, because Ministry of Lands, the challenge, say most of the documents we didn't get within them places, then they are false document. First time, forget Ministry of Lands for come to program like they were and for discuss the issue, they are be very difficult. So the blame always be they go to them. Now they are fully part of this operation. Now anybody will be there say get documents within that area, the way we notice it within the green belt. You fork out your documents, submit a Ministry of Lands, they look at them document and they 80% of the document and so far they don't get a Ministry of Lands, then they tell you say a fake document. So that's a big challenge. Now Ministry of Lands is on board, Guma Valley, ONS, everybody is on board for ensure so we protect that Guma Valley dam there, because right now the Guma Valley dam there, so as you can see, with the short of water in Freetown. Not to talk about if they don't deforest that entire area, they will therefore suffer more and more for water. That's a big challenge. But we thank God now, with the leadership of the new executive director, we get Mr. Thomas Fire, Kamara, and the staff then at the National Protected Area Authority, everybody they work on board now, together with the agency they have to ensure say them places then they be protected.
Yes, and Cornelius, before the 2022 Act, already damage don't happen. So how sure una be for say una able for work on or for see how una be able for reduce some of them challenges then? Because already the dam una they talk about now mile 13. If you go there now, you will see houses them up na the hill, the forest, everywhere you they see. How sure una they for see say una go able for settle some of them problems and also waiting at the relationship with owner and the community people for say be amicable, something where nobody will get hurt.
Before the National Protected Area Authority they formed in 2012, the Act was formed in 2012, operation starts in 2015. Plenty people them already begin build within them protected areas in there. And the communication unit when they meet they do a lot of sensitization, community engagement, stakeholder engagement, tell them the importance of the forest, tell them why they're not for the forest, why waiting will happen, waiting that the thing will really happen, and we explain certain things, then they see with their own eyes, they now say deforestation and they cause some of the challenges there. But really, it's not easy, because some man now they in livelihood don't depend from birth. Now they don't born, now they don't day. So in that regard, so that's how the reason we make, we always ask donor partners and for help the authority, for support the people there with their livelihood. Because honestly, you tell somebody for come out now an area where don't born in Pekin and don't go school, they use for do stone mining, charcoal burning, for survive. Then you go tell her all of a sudden say stop. You not think say will be a problem at the community. It definitely will be a problem. So we always ask donors and say, please let me help the community people then. Let me get alternative livelihood for them. Then when we tell them say not do this, they're not going to do them. That's when we don't do alternative livelihood, when they do it now, then the law bets them. Right now they use the two-track approach. the carrot and the stick approach. For now, we continue for the sensitize, continue for engage. Except in some areas where people on two trangaries, then we go use the stick approach. Like an incident at the Otamba Kilimi National Park, where I'm not saying I'll for ask me later. The Otamba Kilimi National Park, one of the biggest and first park in Sierra Leone, where they within the Tambaka and the Kayinedi state. Very big. We don't sensitize, we don't educate, we don't give livelihood, but people are just too trangaries. People are really trangaries because now area really treat gold. So you always get them kind of issue then. But we'll discuss about that as a program.
Before we move on to Mr. Lamin, talk about that park. We see you give update last and say we might be arrest foreigners them where they do mining at that park. So we have the latest update on that.
Alright, I will gladly for inform family what watch we say. The foreigner has been sentenced to 1 year imprisonment and a 10,000 new leons fine. We just come on at the ground and we go appear in a court this Wednesday we pass and we will forget conviction over that because we catch a right inside the park, the mine, dredge mining way. In fact, they only give license for dredge mining again in Sierra Leone. That area is full of Ghanaians them. Ghanaians them plenty there, and the Ghanaian who catch a right inside the park, they do mining, we carry it out prosecutor at the Kwamakwe Magistrate Court, and we've been lucky and glad for that kind of sentence we will get at least they're able for sure say we're ready for protect the national park. So
apart from the Ghanaians saying they would mind, what about the other human activities that would happen in other parts of the country?
Now, Otamba Kilimi National Park. The main thing really happened in mining and timber logging. And we also be to get poachers there really coming from the Guinean side because that park really close to the transboundary area, we're close to Guinea. So the Guineans then they come at the park, they hunt in the animal them and take with timber them and go away. But we get guards there really, we get about 50-something guards. We're very small for protect that park because like I say, the park is 110,999 hectares of land. Very big. It begins from Lower Tambaka, go to Upper Tambaka, which is very big. It's the first and biggest park in Sierra Leone. Then staff then they not go enough. They not go do all side at the same time. So that is the challenge.
So overall, how the protections are like because we still they see areas they win protected areas. They will still they see people them they go there and do the activity. If you go area they like the same Kabbalah Lake Sonfo where when they say now the one great lake we get. You go there now, they see artisanal mining, they take place. Everybody they do activity around that particular area. So many things they happen. You go Kenema, the same thing at the Gola Forest, and of course, recently we see a whole mining coming. Then license, then give them license, then they work there now as we talk. So how it's like, especially the wire so where they get issue with government institutions and also the one way they can work.
It's very challenging, like how you say, this sister. Like most of the activities they have been done, they happen before the national authority, the National Protected Area Authority, come fully into existence. Like the Lake Sonfo issue, we go there, we don't stop the mining where they happen there. Lake Sonfo issue is very big because the Environmental Protection Agency and NDMA issue out AI license to them unbeknown to the National Protected Area Authority because then they now we do in collaboration before they issue out license they can't wait for see if you fall within the protected area or not. So we go there, we confiscate the machine them, we stop them. In fact that process did they unsafe because the matter don't hand over to the legal department for looking to whether we'll go for push them to court or then we'll see how best and go. But like Sonfo is very terrible. And for correct, to one green lake we get in Sierra Leone we protect. We get the Lake Mapi and Lake Mabese, where they within the Pujeon district. We're also in a protected area. But that area then they're very peaceful and calm. But the Lake Sonfo issue is very
and
serious.
And you understanding foreigner involved.
The Chinese nationals then they. Most of them mining there, so we look at people that not get that money they for buy them machine and they for do them. And foreigners then they come on board, which we look at them for do some of their illegal activity then they. Some of them say they not allow them for do another country, but we can't to young people them because of the vulnerability. They are too poor. You can't give them small team, marry them small picking at the village. They're not happy and think they don't get money. But again, the NDMA and the EPA and National Protected Area Authority, they work in collaboration now for letting kind of and really they happen again.
So we get already it take for protect the inside there because like for example now Lake Sonfo, it is very far and now you say the matter in a court, but on another day, who knows wetin go dey happen there now?
We get game garden right across the country. We get regional offices them. We get na Kenema, we get na Bo, we get na Makeni. We also get few guards there within that like some for area there. They're not going to do much really because first of all we get logistical challenge. Two then
and people be on the accuse and say themselves they compromise.
They don't get doubts about that because we already don't get allegations about that, but nobody no come forward it because we don't ask several times say and make I take the opportunity for pass the message now. If you get any evidence of any guard where they compromise anything within the protected area, feel free for Kana number 4 to 6 F.A. John Avenue, Kongotong. Report the matter. We will keep it anonymous. We're not going to make you no sin that you report, and then definitely disciplinary action will be taken against that stuff.
Okay. We will come back to you, Eku. Continue for the program. Lamin, before we go to another issue. This issue of people them no want or MDA they no want for come with them budget them for discussion. And all new, una way they represent the public. Now, una they represent the public now that discussion day. How far una don't go with the ministry for sister una able for address some of them challenges and because in all new since we they start budget discussion at this country, we get MDA them where they not want for come at the process. Then prefer after everything they can do and serve with the ministry. So how far una don't you go for sister una able for take up some of them things because the whole thing gets for with transparency and accountability. If for be transparent and if for be public.
Yeah, thank you very much, Fatima. Just like you rightly mentioned, now a challenge where it don't start right from the day one of the budget discussion. Plenty MDs and they way shy away from accountability, transparency because that's not the purpose that way the forum there for. So, but waiting at the issue where I feel say they continue for encourage this particular action for me they gonna because of punitive measure the ministry not able to take it for me they address the particular issue. If for example, Minister of Finance decide for withhold the budget of any MDA where you know take part by the budget discussion, I think say they go begin to take the.
So now don't discuss this with them.
This not issue where we don't raise up, we don't flag that idea for long. You understand? But I don't know, waiting at the level of push where the Ministry of Finance don't they go for that for a particular issue, for able for address that particular challenge. Most of the time where then TRK happen, I work in Canada, the media will name and shame some of the institutions in the 90 they show up. The ministry, by demonstration, they show we say they are committed to the process, Ministry of Finance. They even go to the extent of making effort for make sure the MDs and they call them for when they see they come. But the fact that the issue they continue, it means no strong action, no take it. They not take no strong action for the bar. That kind of action for me continue for happen. Because if MDs then fail for measure up, you understand? Ministry for take action because at the end of it and then they disburse money. But because they're not able to take any action against MDs, they will default MDs and they create room for men to go quietly and go discuss the budget after the process is complete. That in itself now a recipe. Because if MDA don't hear about that, wait for say MDA B not be able to go, but it don't go present the budget. So next year, so instead the other one go follow suit. So these are some of the challenges. But nonetheless, we they continue for press. In our report, we can make the recommendation. But we not see concrete action. But we not go cry down the Ministry of Finance for say they don't take any action. But the one way it go stop the punitive action.
Why not for raise them up if they not take action?
I'm not saying we not. What they say we not go say they know they do anything. But waiting at the way of action we want for see they not take it. For example, for stop any MDA if for disburse money to any MDA way or even if not the MDA because law will not punish the MDA, the whole MDA for that particular thing. The leadership of that MDA, for example, if they hold a salary for a particular month because of the non-compliance to the budget cost circular or the budget discussion, then maybe they will begin to take action on that. Okay. And this is something we probably will end up for make as a recommendation in this year's report we will get for submit to the Ministry of Finance. So that in the subsequent year we not go see a repeat of this.
All right, let me continue for the Utuna program. We will come back to Una shortly. We dey now take another issue. Usai we dey go na the Paremba Road Magistrate Court. Usai Magistrate Sakekura na the Paremba Road Magistrate Court number 2. Don't send one umuna to Blago na the Female Correctional Center. because police allege say he been wound one Ibrahim Habib Tarawali. Well, we caught reporter get more and he go now report.
Magistrate Star Kekwa na the Pademba Road Court number 1 don send one woman to Blaf go remand at the Female Correctional Center because police allege say he wound one Ibrahim Habib Tarawali bad one. 33-year-old Umuna to Blaf for the first don't now before Magistrate Star Kekwa na the court for answer to 3 count charges when a grievously bodily harm with intent contrary to section 18 of the Offence Against the Persons Act 1861. Wounding contrary to Section 20 of the Offence Against the Person Act 1861. Assault occasioning actual bodily harm contrary to Section 47 of the Offence Against the Persons Act 1861. According to the police file na that, Wednesday, August 7, 2024, na Personal Street, Kisi, Freetown. The accused person with intention be wound Ibrahim Habib Tarawali bad one, where according to the law enough for do so. Count 2 and 3 the same day. The accused person be beat and wound Ibrahim Habib Tarawali, where make him be get pain all over him body. Where the court be read and explain the charge them, he not talk nothing. The accused person not be get lawyer what it's enough for an court. That be make Magistrate Sakekwa not be give bail to the accused person and send him go remand at the Female Correctional Center na Freetown, so till August 28 this year. For Voices Online TV, me na Aisha Kabo the report.
That's now report we Aisha we put together one for tell Aisha plenty. Thank you the program we watch now Voices at 7 when they come to you live on Voices Online TV. The program they continue and they go straight to a cool way come out now the National Protected Area Authority NPAAA. Let me talk about the national park. People go out for no because you make mention say people from Guinea they come for hunt animals them. We'll talk about the different kind of animals we Salon get.
Sierra Leone is blessed with different type of animals, like the various areas and get specific species and we particularly in the area then we can start with the Otamba-Kilimi National Park. It gets various animals that people not even think say they're in Sierra Leone, they're at the Otamba-Kilimi National Park. We get elephants, lots of elephants in Otamba-Kilimi. We get different type of monkeys, Columbus monkeys, different type them. We get dikas, which people can call fritamo and deer. There we get them plenty different type. We get even leopard. We don't see this being when a falabar and kill leopard. Then at that park we get different types of bird. Them various types of bird, then different bird then. And then at that park and the last time where the camera trap we catch an elephant and a lion. Now that very packed day, but since that time we not able for set and eyes on them yet. So we presume say a day within the Sierra Leone Guinea landscape. And waiting to happen is behind them when we be going at the park, the Otamba-Kilimi National Park. You walk a long distance before you see the footprints of an elephant or then destruction. But now because the Guinean side and they do a railway already done almost inside the Sierra Leone side, very close to the Sierra Leone side. And they make the animals already within the Guinea side, plenty of them don't move from that noise they come to the Salon parts. Now you know they move too fast if you could see the prints of elephants, dikas, different type of animal them. Then we go to Gola Forest. Gola Forest is blessed with different types of bird them. And a wandering bird na Gola Forest make Gola Forest get the name where it gets so they like today. And one great migrating bird, that bird in a Salon you can find them. So now I make Gola Forest get that name the way it gets so today. Gola Forest within the Kenyan landscape. My brother I go testify that. And Gola Forest now one of the park that we always be proud of because now the first community and now we don't begin benefit from carbon trade. Carbon trade now another topic for discussion because it's very wide. Where you protect the ticks them for the atmosphere, then we pay you and the community people then they benefit more of that than the government itself because most of the people are now in Gola Forest and picking them now they go school in other project they pay school fee and college fee for them. Maybe I can testify about the Gola project. Then you kind of Cambo Hills. Cambo Hills again get plenty in them, plenty animal and then Cambo Hills, the leopard, the how you call her now? I won't call her locally because I don't remember the word. I don't remember the other name.
Okay, call her.
Then you go now another sanctuary we get now Tonkoli and called Mamuta Mayoso. Mamuta Mayoso is blessed with migrating birds them. Then we bless them with a dwarf crocodile. And Salono more a day. Crocodile is small, so it's short. I wish I be bring them pictures and they would family and go look at them. Then small, so another non-side again. As Sierra Leone, no more that dwarf crocodile. It just big past the normal lizard. Small no more, but now crocodile. Okay. And Salono more blessed with Dande. So we also get that Tiwai Island. Where you go na Tiwai Island, where they between the Kenema and Pujeon district. Itself gets a lot of species there. I tell you, Mrs. Asayalon gets beautiful landscape. Sure. When you go to them places, then they are unfortunate for go all the 15 protected areas. So like I know it's here at the talk. When I go to them places, then as you reach na the island where the boat left you, so you go see different wildlife there. So very beautiful for see. Then you team up, you enjoy it, you take your camera, you take photos, and you come out there. But the challenge you get now the deforestation and they scare them away.
So waiting the whole way people and do for protect them animals in the forest.
Like I say, a livelihood support will appeal to donors then for them because some of them they don't live their life. I don't see anything they do. In as much as ignorance of the law is no excuse, but like I say, they use the carrots and the stick approach. Now we continue for sensitize, continue for talk to them, continue for encourage them, say this is important, and explain to them why it's important and the benefit we will get from protecting the forest than destroying the forest.
Okay, so I come back to the issue of protection. You agree with me? Say, it gets a very serious challenge, and how una can do in terms of dialogue because, like some of the area then where you really talk so now, if you go there, for example, let's say Kenema, you go na the Gola forest now, you go see stone mining they happen the ball. Make we left the stone mining like people. We get houses them around that area then they end. If you ask some of the people that we get the houses then some name when they call for you they make you just they keep quiet. So how una can do in terms because some of them thing they are back again for the dialogue, make the person understand say when you do X, Y, and Z now this impact we go get.
Continuous engagement, continuous sensitization, I know the main word, continuous engagement, and that's what they do. Like for Gola Forest, I want to tell you, say Gola Forest is one of the most protected area. Gola Forest is safe.
But that mining they happen, that stone mining, I don't do story around that any.
I agree with you, but it's more better. It's more better than
big
any
man
other.
they don't below inside. They not even they do. They just be land for them. They protect the host as well inside. Then they keep her.
When you take an average, I tell you, say Gola Forest is the most protected. If you look at Western area, South Sudan, so urbanization don't make Western area Peninsula National Park is nearly gone. Nearly gone. Like how you rightly say, some coast and we will see, and it's out in the build levels and they, you know, say Puma not the build levels then they. Definitely, because the cost of the material for reaching the junction and for total for go outside the bill is almost the same. So Puma not they put some kind of structure then they. But it's a challenge anyway. It's a really challenge.
How dangerous human activity be towards them park then they?
Very, 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 very dangerous. Because it's not only dangerous for the environment, it's dangerous for you safe. We also wait here in Motome 2014, is it? Some time ago, August 14, waiting up in Motome. We talk. We may get office this year. In fact, we may get outpost there. We go there together, we sensitize the people and say, it's risky. We not left this area. In fact, waiting the people and do, then go burn the office there. We carry the press, go for cover that story there. When born office there, we talk to the people and they all run around, never for catch anybody. And only 2 weeks after that incident, they happen. Now that Motome issue they happen where people lost their life. We advise to them always is, we not let governments with the way till the people don't die. Governments can't say when I begin to say governments no can give you this, government not do that. You safe. Look the place where you go buy land or the salary you want to go tap. Look the environment with you. You lame eyes. You don't understand. Say this area is risky. You know we will be host now water way. You expect that host stay for team up forever. It's not possible. It will destroy you.
Okay, you make mention earlier about the fine owner give people a moody bill or they do mining activity. Yesterday we host Oswald and Seals. I make mention say some of them fines are not commensurate to the damage what them people are they do.
I agree with you. Say them fines are not commensurate because if you look, the act how they used in 2012 act, how they used the 2002 NPA and Conservation Trust Act and the Wildlife Act of 1972. 1972 Act defines them so minimal that even in this case we win a court, the maximum sentence for that offense there is 15 million, 15,000 euros, or 3-year imprisonment. So if you are lucky, or both, if you are lucky, the magistrate go on the side of the side of the institution and give both, it's good. But then Lord and they get for be amended. Definitely, we don't look into them. The legal team, they look into them. And also look at going for regulations. Because if you get regulations, it will help the institution for give more fine to the incident. Because if you destroy the environment, don't you find somewhere at 10,000, if they can't pay no more, you say, but I don't pay. But if you do that kind of thing and then you find 100 million, or you tell us it go 20 years in jail, it will stop for them, really. But the sensitization will go for continue, and also they look for sponsorship. Because government alone cannot do everything. So we therefore go all out and look out for people that will support the institution for do some of them things and they make we able for protect and protected areas. Yeah.
One question before we go to Mr. Lamin. When they work with Takugama, in terms of, because they self get that ill up.
Takugama they within the Western Area Peninsula National Park.
Okay.
And part of the authority in function, if you look at now, Section 12 of the 2022 Act, it states they say for supervise, for give oversight over sanctuaries and protected areas. So Takugama definitely,
because then they get challenged from community people, they then coach where they affect the life of the wild animals within other parts there.
Definitely, because every area people want for go below. Takugama don't they suffer for that. In fact, the side Takugama they safe. It don't look smaller past I been there because they mean big past that area. But now the encroachments don't really they disturb them. They really disturb Takugama outside in there. We work together anyway. We work with them. We supervise them, not work with them, because it is the duty and responsibility of the Act we say for supervise every sanctuary. And Takugama and a sanctuary, a chimpanzee sanctuary, so therefore we supervise them. We give oversight upon them.
All right, look, Council Lamin, now before we come and take some text message, we don't come inside the program. Lamin, the budget process, before now, we don't see USAI, CSO, and other people we can take part in the process, can be so very active in terms of informing the public as to what's in they go on board. We not see more of now and they happen at this particular process.
Yeah, you are very correct. One of the challenges that we'll get at the moment, to we the non-state actors at every civil society, now the number of participants we get at the discussion. Let's say, for example, the Western area, both the rural and the urban, one participant they get. You understand? So that alone, they stifle the participation of civil society into the budget process. That in itself has great effect on accountability and participation. You understand? Before this time, we can get maybe 50 participants from the Western area.
And they make noise all over, so people don't understand.
So people then from there, even the media also is constrained. Mm-hmm. For me, they're able to attend because much provision is not made for them because somebody not able left, maybe pay transport all the way, it goes around for the whole of the day. Even food, they not again for it. Okay. So that's all itself now constraint. That it limit participation. So the same to civil society. We system as non-state actors, we only entitled to one participant per district. These are all challenges. You understand? The Western area where they now the hub of government, now the hub of active participation of both civil society, the media, you know, and all of that. The district budget oversight. Now one participant they get. So we see this as a mere stifling of participation of the other stakeholders into the process.
Okay, Mr. Kansha, I mean, talking about you don't follow the process so far. Because this budget they focus on the president, a big game changers.
Exactly so.
And I think say this game, the waiting that they put at the budget, the process, actually they look towards the waiting the people want for see, what is Sierra Leone they want for see. It tailored towards the ambitions of Sierra Leone. Because during the launch, the vice president makes sure say he wants for see a bridge budget. Will they see now this process?
Yeah, well, effort they follow the due process.
Okay. By
the Ministry of Finance. You understand? Because even the MDs, the way where they feel for comply with the policy outline alignment. They don't tell the say therefore do the alignment and resubmit them back to the ministry because they only stop at that. Then say get for the monitoring and the entire process and the I think the commitment is there from the political side. And that make, in fact, even at when you go to Group 1, the deputy minister one at least from Ministry of Finance, now in the chair, the Group 1, for example. You understand? When are the major MDs then are they go. You understand? So now then see the day.
So Group 3, what you did? Group 3 did right?
Right, yeah.
So what will not be the highlight so far of this budget hearing?
Yeah, well, like
from a society perspective.
Yeah, well, like if, when you look at Ministry of when you look at EGTs, for example, they're able to tell we say the one for rehabilitate the Dodo Hydro, the Bumbuna Hydro, the Moyamba Hydro, the Puloko Hydro. That in itself, it give you the zeal say yes, there is some effort towards the big 5 game changer, and we also they see some effort. We also see in paper where they don't put together for say the intent for do the to extend the electrification of other sectors and other areas. Okay. They also tell we say the EDSA also able to tell we say the about 5 towns or so the electrification is already completed. So by December they light them town the day. So all of that we say na big achievement on that. From other sectors, and we see from the Sawako, for example, Iguma Valley, for example, they're also able to tell with the outline. They plan the win and get how they plan for be more dams then. Okay. Because the dam now within the main dam they be overfull. Okay. So they want to see how they go able to collect more water and store it to them facility then they. Because when it overfull, most time the water they waste. So they want to stop that wastage and get more storage facilities. So they get some donor support and government's counterpart funding they go towards that as well. They also want for many government make more commitment by committing more resources to that particular way. Now the only way that where they feel say the western area go able to get sufficient water. Okay. You understand? So then that effort they all with the monitor them.
So on the plan, the government agenda, we all the budgeting for the in line with. Una ask CS to them. Una look at the budget ceiling and una ensure say it in line with whatsoever activity people then go on for do.
Yeah, well, the ceiling, most MDAs they know they able keep to that because of the plans they will get. You understand? But what can happen normally during the process, we can look at the ceilings. If we see say you really get genuine plan, when an ambitious plan we don't put together, where it will move the development of this country forward. Sometimes we can recommend to the ministry for men to look into that ceiling. So then in fact, if possible, like we side, me or group one, SO is there. Now more of revenue generating entities the way they manage your affairs. So they not can give the ceiling. You understand? So they try for monitor the accountability and transparency in the management of the resources. They will also see how governments could be committed for give counterpart funding or get donor attraction to some of the activities, and we'll see how they manage their resources. Basically, on the day. But from other groups, most of the ceilings then presented to some of the MDA they go above that because of the ambitious plan the way they set. But that plan in itself, when they look at the deliverables the way they set, let's see how it tied down to the budget line where they set. If it is visible, they will recommend to the ministry for make them review your ceiling. You understand? If it is not, they will just make sure we just detail on that to that. And ministry over the years they don't keep to that. Some MDs and they because of the kind of plan where they set, it can attract both donors and even the Ministry of Finance for more funding. So that's they don't happen over the years.
Okay, look over to Cornelius. We don't talk about protected areas them. We don't talk about the green belt, the work on they do for broke some of the OCRs, the activity they continue. Now let's talk about the wetlands. We see people the bank, some man they cut, then suddenly and begin bill. So waiting at the actions them where NPAA don't they take for protected wetlands and
like I say in my previous statement, all the protected areas them therefore be protected. We get a unit at the office we call wetlands unit. We're responsible for that area there. Then purely they go out, talk to people there, encourage them. Presently as we talk, there was a project where they almost complete anything from now where they put physical pillars then at the wetland where for sure you say this at the stop, for go beyond this point. Any activity we want to go beyond that point they demolish them. Right now we talk, if you go now the around the Aberdeen Creek and Thompson Bay area, you will see them begin put some giant pillars there where they go paint in green, white and blue. So if you say for one go bank or they want go sell wetlands, give you go say no. Government some put pillar and enough for course, and because that's a bit challenge where people in the get and we tell you say we not know outside the wetlands day because now geographical system and they use for tell you outside the wetlands day. Now then they try for do physical pillars. We've been getting funding from Water Fund, where CIS been there before. Around the peninsula itself, some areas there, we don't begin put this big giant pillars. And so as you go with and tell you, say, hey, can't sell here, you say, no, this is not government pillar, no, we'll go beyond. So that's the wetland department, they handle that area.
So why make it important for protect the wetland?
Very simple one. The first one, na flooding. We all see how the water rise. We see how the water they rise. The second one, if we cut all the mangrove, then we will get for short of fish. Because mangrove outside they already fish and they breed them, picking them before they go into high seas. Plenty of people don't know that. But know that they say any side mangrove they already fish them, they can breed them, picking them before they go into high seas. If we cut all the mangrove, then we'll not go get fish. Not to devil, not to nothing like we go say people, community people like you say, fish will also the devil will go for cook for her, will go for this, will go for that. That's not true. The truth is if you cut the mangrove, fish no go there. That's not the fact. Not cut the mangrove. Waiting a mangrove, na mangrove wood. Then thick level they grow, middle water we can see. Now we call mangrove. Get different type of mangrove, but that's another story. Where the wetland people can go for explain that and tell you different type of mangrove there already.
So let's talk about them please then they. So because of human activity can lead to the reduction of fish in the water.
Definitely. Because like I said, the fish they not get no side and they breed. Now outside the mangrove then they because the high seas,
them bush the wood is in
the water now we refer to as mangrove. Now they the fish then they can breed. So if you don't cut all land there, so not they follow the fish breed, if they go find different side way they go able for breed. Like for example now, so this Aberdeen Creek, we all don't see what's in the happen in Aberdeen Creek. But mangroves are not really safe. This being said, there was a project for restore mangrove. So the authority don't plant plenty back again. Go to monitor now, they track them and monitor them for CC then grow. Because if we continue for left hand, so the flooding will take place. Right now, this Aberdeen beach will popular, so whatever begin can't take now the tag run. So we get for really be careful. If not so that it will get for affect we
so
bad
talk
one.
About how the impact we they get at the environment. Despite una for protect the una get areas them una do maximum for protect. How the human activity they cause damage to the environmental owner, the places that owner they protect.
Like I said before, the human activity they really destroy the environment. Let's forget about protected area or not. Now all man the ground can build host in a city. Fine, we'll not get a problem with that. But please, when you want to do that, make sure so you go through the appropriate channel and look for your safety, your life. Because here then me are not going to left me place now the provinces, for example, I can't tap Nabe. No offense to the one that within Nabe, but honestly speaking, you know, say every terrain can you expect something for happen na then area then they we're very bad. So you the matter myself, you not get for what like government can tell you. Not all thing government could tell. Government not go they all side at the same time. But within you say you for no say so area then they I don't for no reason I not go tap there. You can't stay in the area then because it's detrimental to you self and you picking and growth.
All right, so now continue for the program. We will now take some text message and we will continue with the program. This first one we don't come inside the program. They say, good morning. This is a very nice program. My advice to NPAA and EPA is that they need to do more and constructive engagement with community people and take stringent action to those high-profile people building along the protected areas. This other one, we don't come inside the program. The same. We still have good number of animals in our different parks, but our human activities are the one causing us more harm than good. I am encouraging you guys to see how you can do further or more sensitization, especially on the timber loggers, because their activities are driving away some of those animals. This other one we don't come inside the program. They say the budget process is now for health. So spare me this discussion. This other one we don't come inside the program. They say the man need for we almost not the budget them where them people they ask for 2025. I hope you guys are scrutinizing those budgets. Please, we trust you guys in the civil society. Please act on our behalf and help us get a very good plans for our monies in 2025. This last one way I will read now. Okay. This one on the court issue, they say it seems as if domestic violence is taking another angle. Okay. More a question, and they pick the one that we related to it with the deal with study program. This other one we don't come inside the program. They say if someone wants to visit the park, how to go about it. Okay, I think that's some of the messages they wanted to get inside the program.
We will start with Echo.
Yes.
We will go to Mr. Lamin.
All right, we want to say thank you to the people that send the text. That means they are following up. We are happy about that. Community engagement and sensitization is ongoing. And at that day, we do so as they are now, and that's how they do. I just come out to the provinces, do several talk shows and radio shows them, for continue for engage people them. But again, like I will say, soup sweet and money and kill them. We want for appeal to donors them because government subvention what they do most of them sensitization they are. And then AI with them pack here they
I don't care what budget.
We'll get to date. NPA get to date. Okay, we'll get to your own date. Okay, and go. The one who is responsible for that, we'll do that. So they appeal again because really we not get subvention on time, and most of the time we not even get 50% of the budgeted thing they will do for the year. So we always look forward to donor partners. They want to say plenty thank you to European Union because European Union just signed 660,000 euros. Wow. Support for Loma Mountain, for the protection of Loma Mountain. We want to say plenty thank you to them. Then somebody they talk about the human activity where they drive the animal them. That's a fact. The human activity really they drive the animal them. We call a human wildlife conflicts because that's the reason we make the elephant self can attack somebody in a Otambakeli National Park where I think that story will be carry. The mortal man then they go outside the animal then for day. So because of that, then self get for camp and food. Now then we call human wildlife conflict. Then somebody they talk say you want to visit the park. You're welcome. You can visit the office now number 4 and number 6 FA John Avenue na Congo Tong. When you come out by Congo Tong Market, you can Congo Cross the junction on your right. You go to the office there. Then you can talk to the park managers them, the various park managers them, and go tell you the condition for visits the various park them.
Okay. Before come to Lamin, the community people in certain day, if you empower them, meaning you make them take ownership, then can so active. If you give them, like for example, now I don't get this project, when I get something for them and say chief and so people, when I make sure say nobody no can say so, and then they go to the want, they can take the kind ownership. Then una can do na one as well.
Yes, like this project what they talk about, so this Loma project is therefore be the first that way the community people then therefore be involved in the project. In fact, we get 4 chiefdom the way they around the Loma Mountain, where the project specifically put money aside, say this are for the community, then for their livelihood. And then they tell you what they want. Now then self get the money. In fact, each of them get 50,000 euros per money then they. But the role of the authority, you get for monitor, waiting and say they want for do, we ensure say they do them, and they give them the money bit by bit until they do them. Because then community and you give them that money they one will tell you say but the chief don't hold this money now you. So we get for do that there. And the other parts the distributor within local people there, and the work they would for doing at the community then therefore be done by local contractors. Okay. We never go take somebody outside the communities and for do the work. Now then they do their work, and the chief and they in charge. We all run for monitor, assess and supervise waiting and they do. We they work with the community. You cannot protect the protected area without the community. Sure. Because when you go there, me for example, Africa there. I go, we talk, we come out there. Then we left, waiting they want to do, waiting they want to tell you, now you do here. So we go for, in fact, some of themselves, they don't really employ them or be part of the game guards there where they protect the protected areas then.
So before we move on, let's talk about this elephant will be attacked. What are the guy in latest institutions?
The elephants attack this Mohamed Lamin Kamara na Yembeye, they call it the area Yembeye. Where they, in fact, they within the Otamba Killing National Park because we get communities that we stay within the park. We got about 33 communities we stay within the park. We will just come out to that area, then I God save we safe. We just come out of that area, they come, we'll go assess this area, this Ghanaian, they do the mining. When we return back, then we get the information, say, elephants attack this Mohamed Lamin. So we'll be there for turn again. The authority did very well because we financially support the person to hospital. As we left, we'll turn me back. The person come on at the hospital, say they're going to Sama waiting. I don't forget the village name for go do traditional. Yes, for let he go. Okay. The story he give is say in common somebody call him Canada for go to grab elephant na farm, then the knack pots cover the elephant one at time because he get touchlight. But with investigation they prove otherwise. Say the man Mohamed Lamin is a notorious hunter. And elephants and then I think when they forget people them. It must be say he don't get his smell several times around where they go hunt. So as he see her with touchlight, he attack him. And I God save her for kill himself, for be even kill him because in trunk he is with the flinger and then he go for massa. I think in maneuver now he able for balance or whatever he do nice be the elephant just step on and he broke in foot.
So now they try to go back to him because if not on investigation and they find out say this guy na hunter. No feel say like the authority need forget a serious conversation with him.
Yes, we do that when we go there. So now that's Sunday we no self say don't left the hospital, they don't go other side. But we'll get on to that. We'll definitely get on because the stakeholders and the chief, they're all aware of the issue, they know the person, then go talk to them, then they will go use for talk to them.
What about that guy who be killed the leopard?
That guy who killed the leopard, Ministry of Tourism, they don't pull a statement, and I understand say Ministry of Environment don't go after him. Okay. But I not get the details yet if he has been arrested or not because that species is endangered. Endangered means they're not boku, so you're not supposed to kill them. So I go follow up that when I left here for know if they don't arrest them or not because you're not supposed to kill that leopard in any form.
Okay. Mr. Lamin, you get some text messages.
Yeah, thank you very much. My more of compliments. I think say one person I be just asked if now how much now the budget we put it as well. Budgets where people they put together, every institution, every MD they put a new budget together, and ceilings are issued. They give the ceilings to MDAs and where non-revenue generating institutions where government they work within that, and sometimes government can look into that for make this if there is need for me they review the budget for me they ask something they can do. So I'm not able to specifically for saying that this money this policy with because it's now a proposal for now where some money discuss. It is possible say that money where you don't ask for not to government get forgiven. So because once you give information to the public, they go talk now say now this kind of money now this policy don't get, which is not ethical enough. So so at the moment now proposal that we discuss. Okay. So how key civil society your own contribution be to this whole process? Oh, a very important. The non-state actors we tie down to public financial management, we contribution is very key. If you don't follow up the activities of the budget process over the years and the media, you find out say even at the budget discussion, even at the budget submission, the laying out of the budget at Parliament, you find out say non-state actors are always part of the process. The district budget oversight committee, the non-state actors, they are the part of the civil society where they part of the budget process or the public financial management activities. So, we contributions are very important. Now that make most times through recommendations the work they make they look into over the years. Okay.
So somebody they say the process on left to elite people. Before now when I be used for get training with district people and for CC they able to understand the process. Now do understand?
Yeah, well, for we non-state actors, we don't get series of trainings in public financial management as well as the budget activities. So we're not new in the process. Well, like I say, we on side, a tie with participation is very tight this time around. So it limited to people the way they get knowledge in the budget process. You understand? But we also agitate or we ask the ministry or any other institution way for extend training to even non-state, because we get other new organizations where they come on board every day. But when opportunities then open up, we can also bring the account on board. But the challenges are there because not to win no money in the process. We get brother the winner district budget oversight committee member. When themselves they knew. I feel say Ministry of Finance for also the extend training to them body there for them make sure they update them. You know, sorry. Even in the new finance act then where they can up. You understand? For make sure we are abreast with the issues then where the ministry don't put forward or the intent for put forward in the new finance act, so that we can able for them our communities and able present out the communities and able get their own contributions and take them to the ministry as well. It's very important. So training is key. And if the participation of other stakeholders is important in the budget process, training is very important. Not only for we the NSCs then, but for media, for the district budget oversight committee and other civil society as well.
So the government agenda now una young group, the one that always don't come, how we able for assess them in terms of percentage? The one that we don't come for meet the agenda or the plan where them budget them for?
The unfortunate side of free own side we say at the group 3. Most of the MDs, I would say almost all the SOEs the way they don't present the budgets, they're not able for put the budget together in line with the budget circular. The information they did, but they scatter. So now that make we're not able for give absolute approval to any MDAs for say you actually correct in line with you make your budget in line with the policy priorities and also in budget.
All the one that you see since the 19th to date.
Yes, we don't get plenty what they deal with. Now we have 2 MDs that they deal before the day. Now SOEs then state-owned enterprises. But what the good thing there is they get the information intact. Now just a matter of reorganizing the budget for aligning with the government policies. Waiting at the thing where a lacking, where it always they can out now, we're not able to get policy statements from the head of the institution there, we go able to tell we say they are committed to the government priorities. You understand? That is missing in all the MDAs then. And that don't be a pointer to them for say they must include that in the review process and resubmit it to the ministry, because then say get for monitor then process here. We say get for monitor at the respective district level for more make sure every MDA where it implements or even devolved sectors then the budget is in line with government priorities. It's a must.
So I think you're responsible for that lapse, is it?
I will notice maybe now the level of understanding of the training way they conduct by the Ministry of Finance on the budget process. Again, we notice say most of the SOEs then not be attend the training. You understand? But Ministry of Finance, they don't always demonstrate openness for take part or even help the MDs then in the preparation of the budget. For me, they make sure they comply to the budget cost circular requirements. But we notice for say most of the MDs, most of the SOEs there where they are we on group, they're short of that. You understand? And even when they visit other groups then, because sometimes I can visit other groups as well for makers. For particularly in the interest areas, and we get some MDs that will follow up the activities. Then.
So which one on your interest areas them as non-state actors?
No, me no get like
no. I know the talk of the group as non-state actors.
Me your group what they I not get no interest. The groups the way they can present it, they what's it called. But like for example, yesterday I get for attend the SMIDA the presentation. I began interest for monitor the Munafa fund. Okay. For example, because this is a fund where government give to communities and I want for see how those monies are retrieved. I actually want to follow up on that because we know they get much information on that at the provincial level. So I began for good. Unfortunately for me, the group not begin no presentation. So when I get information on that, I get for good that for witness that the presentation. So now some of them.
I believe say one key reason to make the part of one of for accountability.
Exactly so.
During this process, what we don't pick out say accountability issues them and how the MDs them go able to address this.
And that's I rightly point out to you.
Okay.
For make a follow up, like I tell you, say I want to follow up the accountability mechanism from the Munafa form.
Okay.
You understand? Because we know they get much information at the provincial level, how much money they don't retrieve. Because we have a concern. We number one for make at the day where government say money no today, the process end. Because Sierra Leone gets a culture when money come up from government, they say that government money will eat them. So we really want to see me the follow up. I go the properly for make a follow up and see how much money is being retrieved from people in the way they give. And then we see good number of percent, they report good number of the percentage yesterday. I was satisfied with that so far. Okay. You understand? But we just get concerned of the political interference into the management of Munafa Fund. That is a big concern.
So it's not this concern, the political interference.
Well, that's the point. That's the issue I'm pointing.
Okay.
You know, politicians want to make name. The fact that it come up the inspiration come up from president. So people they politicize them for say this now. So whenever those monies are being disbursed, they want the local politicians at the community level. They want to take glory of that. They want to make the members the benefit, which is where it not go there in the best interest of maybe the dream of the president. Because the money actually is there for Salarians the way they did at the business sector. Government they also help other people then. But that particular money is there for the business community, the low income earners, the people, the petty traders where they did. You understand? Government self for leave them up. So we don't want any political interference.
So if they politicize, I will get negative impact.
Exactly. So and the money they go find it difficult for retrieval.
Okay.
You understand? So I don't issue that.
Okay. As a way of rounding up, they come back to you, Cornelius. This year in its season, one way touch every area, protected area or all side it touch. Una learn any example from them?
Definitely, we learn a lot because every year gets in own. Like now, when they talk about climate change, people are not be seen for they understand. With the rain pattern as Sierra self don't change. We notice the kind rain we can get August usually. This year, na July we get up, and the kind rain we get September, we don't begin get in August. Then they show say climate really they change. And before I round up, I want just quickly talk say the NPA will conduct one workshop now at Kayine district where we teach procedures on training of protected management laws for sustainable management of the Utamba Kilimi National Park. That workshop we put big people in together like the State Council for the Northern Region, the LUC in Kayine, the Northwest and Northeast Police, them, the prosecutors, them, we come together. Who then can learn the law because most of them don't know the laws there. They don't even know the protected areas. They don't even know say there was an act of 1972 Wildlife Act. But we thank God for the law enforcement manager, Dauda Lenge Bangura. We put that team together and train them people and they together with the support from other legal people then at the Kayine district.
Okay. So now the lesson way una don't learn na this year in the season. So how una way for reshape or prepare for say next year go.
We keep record of all waiting they happen this year and previous years them, and that they form a baseline for we for engage and educate people and for meet up next rain season. Plenty people will find it difficult, like I say, for believe say climate change. But a simple one for sure say the climate change is the weather pattern. Dry season say first term we get the way dry season be the day and the term rain they start. Now all don't look change if you observe. Tender the crack now inside August. First, I will not say tender na September, October, tender the crack. So that's a weather change we don't get. So climate change is real. We appeal to people, let not damage the environment. If you damage the environment they come at you. And when it come at you, now you will get for suffer more than the environment itself.
All right.
Mr. Lamin, what you go left with people?
Yeah, well, one for thanks to the various people then where they take the time for view with activity. It's just unfortunate that this year the participation of civil society and the non-state actors is very minimal, and that's going not yield much dividend. Just like way my sister rightly talking. Before this time, you go notice say the media we cannot storm them with updates on the budget process, but this time around they happen. So this is very key and it's challenging though. If transparency and accountability process is to be upheld in the budget process, we now continue for plead with the ministry for making see the need for increase on the number of participation, particularly for non-state actors, the media and the civil society. Because already, for we work among the provinces and even Western area, now 1 participant. But in the provinces, each district is accounting for 3 DBOCs. We are only contributing 1 per district, so which we see as a fairness not in that. If government really value with participation in the process. So I want to continue for give confidence to the people and say we there for serve their interest. We not to duty bearers then. We na oversight body with the in the budget process. And we'll continue for play that role for make sure the question the way with people that they tell for ask to go ask fairly and in their interest. I thank you very much.
Want to see plenty thank you to you for we take your time for joining the program this morning.
Yeah, thank you too.
All right, well, now also we end this edition of the program Voices at 7 a.m. We come to you live now, Voices Online TV, Facebook page and YouTube channel. We dey say plenty thank you to we technical team. Almami Conte, Ralph and Mohamed Denke. Plenty thank you for way una don make the program come on this morning. And to the entire production team, thank you so much, especially to we producer Arnold Felix Elba. Me na Fatima Sise, they say not forget for watch we afternoon program, lunchtime live, we go come up this afternoon at exactly 1 p.m.
Well, now the program will left for today. Plenty thank you to you. Don't take it time for watch we. Now Facebook and YouTube, you don't share the program. Continue for like and share the program so we go grow together. Till we meet again for another edition of the program Voices at 7 a.m. Mina Arnold Felix Elba, they say. Tata.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV.